Buying your first home can feel like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube. Blindfolded, in a room full of people screaming bad advice, but if you follow this checklist step by step, you'll go from overwhelmed to locked in, and maybe even out-negotiate people with twice your experience. Hey everyone, I'm Dan Hendrix, SoCal native, multiple-time California award-winning agent, and client experience master. I've helped dozens of first-time buyers win in one of the most competitive markets in the country, and today I'm walking you through the exact checklist I use with my own clients to help them buy smarter, faster, and with way less stress. If you're serious about buying in 2025 in LA or OC or anywhere across Southern California, hit subscribe. I drop new videos every Saturday and Sunday to help you move smart, live well, and love your life here in Southern California. Jumping into number 1, get fully underwritten, not just pre-approved. No seller cares about your pre-approval letter. They care about whether you can actually close. That's the difference between getting laughed off the table and actually winning your offer. Most buyers think pre-approval is enough, but in Southern California, it's really not. You need to be pre-underwritten, meaning your lender has already pulled credit, reviewed tax returns, and verified income, and can confidently say, this buyer is ready to fund. In hot zip codes, listing agents will ignore buyers without strong local lender-backed approval. This step also speeds up closings and strengthens your position during negotiations. And if a seller gets 2 offers at the same price, but one is fully underwritten, guess who wins? Exactly. Bonus tip, work with a lender who knows how to write an offer-specific approval letter with the property address and a verified DU or LP file. This gives the listing agent extra confidence you're solid. Moving on to step 2, shop based on your monthly payment, not just your purchase price. Hey, you're not just buying a $900,000 house. You're buying a $5,850 a month payment. Get that wrong, and the whole deal could unravel. When we structure your search, we always reverse engineer from your monthly comfort zone. That means we factor in principal, interest, taxes, which are higher here than in most states, insurance, and HOA if applicable, and any mellow ruse. The house listed at $900,000 in Irvine might actually cost you more than a $975,000 house in Mission Viejo because of taxes and HOA fees. I help my buyers run realistic side-by-side monthly breakdowns on every home we tour so that there's no surprises once we hit escrow. This clarity also helps you stay emotionally grounded when a home looks perfect but is financially a little shaky. Remember, monthly payment is the number that actually affects your life, not the list price. Heading on to number 3, and this is one of my favorites, clarify your must-haves versus your nice-to-haves. Your wish list will lie to you, and what you think you need and what you actually can live with are often 2 completely separate things, and this is where buyers waste months. Before we look at homes, I ask my clients to list their deal breakers, not just their dream features. That might mean no stairs, must-have AC, under 45-minute commute, or private outdoor space for your dog. Nice-to-haves could be a kitchen island, walk-in closet, or a 3rd bathroom. If they're there, great, but they're not completely essential. This simple shift brings massive clarity and prevents emotional burnout from touring 25 homes that aren't right. It also helps me as your agent zero in on the best matches and avoid wasting time in the potentially wrong zip codes. Knowing your non-negotiables is how you win in a competitive market because decisiveness beats hesitation every time. Step 4, identifying your win zones. Hey, these are neighborhoods where your budget seriously competes. The zip code you want and the zip code that you can actually win in might not always be the same, but that's not a problem, it's our strategy. Most buyers say things like, I want to live in Irvine. Well, that's great, but $950,000 in Woodbridge versus $950,000 in Portola Springs are 2 very different situations. That's why I coach my clients to identify win zones, areas where their budget has actual leverage. We look at list to sale price ratios, average days on market, seller concessions, and recent comps to find neighborhoods where homes are still moving, but not with 15 offers in 48 hours. We also look at school rankings, walkability, future development, and commute data because your neighborhood should work for your lifestyle, not just impress your friends on Instagram. In 2025, some of the smartest buyers are moving into pockets like Rancho Mission Viejo, Lake Forest, and parts of Tustin Legacy, places that are underappreciated and underpriced for the lifestyle that they offer. Win zones equal long-term success. Heading on to number 5, understanding closing costs before you write your offer. Surprise, surprise, there's more money due at closing than just your down payment. And if no one explains that early, you could panic when it's too late. In California, closing costs typically run about 1 to 2% of the purchase price, which can mean $10,000 to $20,000 on a $1 million home. That includes escrow fees, lender origination, appraisal, title, and insurance, recording, and transfer taxes, plus prorated taxes and HOA if applicable. Some lenders offer credits to reduce this, but it must be structured smart or you'll end up paying for it with a higher rate. I always map this out with my clients early and, if possible, negotiate closing cost credits into the offer. Especially on homes that have sat longer on the market, this gives you more flexibility with cash and makes you feel confident heading into escrow. Knowing these numbers up front can also help you decide if you want to stretch your price or stay conservative. Moving towards step 6, have your vendor team ready before escrow even starts. The minute your offer gets accepted, the clock starts ticking, and if you don't already have your team lined up, you'll lose time and negotiating power. You'll need a general home inspector, sewer or chimney specialist if applicable, insurance broker, and potentially a contractor for quotes on repairs. I have a go-to team I plug my clients into immediately. Pros I trust to be honest, fast, and thorough. Getting these inspections done early lets us negotiate for credits, repairs, or price drops before your contingency period ends. It also helps you understand what is a real issue versus what's normal in SoCal housing, because trust me, every house has something. The goal is to remove fear and give you a clean picture of the home's condition, not scare you out of it. Prep ahead and you control the timeline instead of getting blindsided. Taking a look at step 7, you have to know what's negotiable and what's not. And newsflash, you don't always get the fridge, but you can get $12,000 credits for flooring if you know how and when to ask for it. Negotiation in 2025 is about leverage, not bravado, and on homes that are priced well and brand new to the market, you're not going to ask for the moon. You want to focus on speed, clean terms, and relationship with the listing agent. But when homes have been sitting on the market for a long time, game on. We can ask for closing costs, rate buy downs, seller paid repairs, maybe even appliance packages, and anything that makes sense and improves your outcome. This is also where having an agent who knows the psychology of the listing side really matters. I've won deals by being strategic and not aggressive, and by knowing what the listing agents really want. The key is reading the situation and using leverage that doesn't kill the deal. Next up is step 8, and you have to plan for the move-in expenses that most people forget. Closing isn't the finish line, it's the starting line of real life, and that's when the real bills show up. Even if your home is turnkey, expect $2,000 to $5,000 in basic move-in costs, window coverings, locks, paint, utilities, furniture, maybe deep cleaning, yard work, handyman stuff. If it's a fixer or semi-renovated, that number can go up really fast. I always tell my clients, budget for the house in the first 60 days after you get the keys. If you want to avoid stress, set aside about $5,000 for move-in. Even if you don't think you'll need it, this keeps you from raiding your emergency fund or racking up credit card debt just to get settled into your new home. Smart buyers play the long game, and moving in with a cushion is part of that. Well, there you have it, folks. This is legitimately the ultimate home buying checklist for 2025 and beyond, tailored for first-time buyers in SoCal who want to win and not wing it. If you're planning to buy your first home in Los Angeles or Orange County or anywhere across Southern California, I would absolutely love to help build a custom game plan for you. Please reach out below by email, text, DM, or schedule a call. And if this video helped you out, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell to get my next drop this weekend. I help people move smart, live well, and love their lives here in Southern California, and I'd be honored to help you too.